Can the Federal Bureau of Investigation arrest a sitting judge for obstruction of justice? What happened? Well, a controversy has come around it. Kash Patel, the director of FBI, first tweeted it, and then he removed it and he edited it and tweeted it out. So somewhere something perhaps went wrong in the way the message was sent. Was this a way to try and intimidate the judges along the lower levels of the different courts in the United States that, look, you can't exceed your brief, that you need to do what is right? And I'm going to also present to you the side of the judge as to why she did what she did. So I'm going to do all that stuff. A small request to all of you to first like this video, and if you have not already subscribed to this channel, please do so. Also, I'm going to be in Bengaluru on the 2nd of May. I'm the first speaker on that day's sessions, and this is in connection with Kriya Mahotsav. And a small request to all of you. Well, there are some tickets that are still available. Many are getting sold out fast. So please do get your ticket, because after me is Ankit Shah. You know how he is. So you can expect a full update on what is going around in the world as far as economy, commerce, geopolitics, and the whole 9 yards. So do come in, and if you can't make it, please do donate to this effort. I'm going to give you the link in the description section, as well as I'll try to see if I can pin it so that you can click on that and donate to this event. It's very, very important. Kriya Mahotsav is doing a fantastic job of trying to place the issues and prepare India for the future 100 years. Thank you so much. Let's take a quick look at this slide deck. What happened? FBI has arrested a sitting judge for obstruction of justice. Her name is Hannah Dugan, a Milwaukee County Circuit Judge, and she was arrested by the FBI for allegedly helping an undocumented immigrant evade arrest by the United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. The individual, Eduardo Flores Ruiz, was facing misdemeanor, battery, domestic abuse charges and was scheduled for a pre-trial hearing on the 18th of April. Federal agents with an administrative ICE warrant arrived at the courthouse to arrest Flores Ruiz. Now, what about the judge? So I'll come back to the story in just a moment. The judge, Dugan, was first elected in 2016, and she was re-elected for a second 6-year term in 2022. Judicial elections in Wisconsin are non-partisan. However, Dugan was endorsed by the Milwaukee's Democratic mayor. Look, you see what you want in this. Essentially, what the administration is saying is that this person may have Democratic links, but that's what this is. Now, what is the alleged obstruction that took place? Now, when she came to know that the ICE was there to arrest him, she questioned the warrant and then became visibly upset. According to a criminal complaint, and there are lots of eyewitnesses to what happened. So there is a solid case here as to what she did. Dugan escorted Flores Ruiz and his attorney through a private jury door to a non-public hallway, which means ICE couldn't find out where they were being spirited away, helping them to evade the agents. It's a different matter that the agents caught up with them outside the courthouse and did arrest them. Then what happened is she came and the FBI came back and arrested her for obstruction of justice. Dugan faces 2 federal charges: obstructing and impeding a federal proceeding and concealing an individual to prevent discovery and arrest. The FBI arrested Judge Hannah Dugan on charges of obstruction. If convicted, she could face up to 6 years in prison. I mean, this sounds a little vague, right? I mean, it's weird, right? That, you know, the law and order is actually, the order is essentially going after the law. Now, from her point of view, what she has mentioned is that, look, I can't allow this person to be arrested until he has had his day in court. And what the ICE was trying to do is to apprehend him before he had had his say in what happened. Look, these are illegals, and they are also wanted for, you know, other charges. And this is where the law is a little bit unclear. I think in the days and weeks to come, you will see that this is going to be resolved one way or the other. But clearly, some of the judges are trying to basically create the law along the way. Remember, you saw that many people tried to, you know, at the lower level, they were trying to use their power to make it like a national order that it applied to the entire United States. So these are all now have been curbed. In fact, the 𝗏𝗍𝗏, the first guy who was trying to ask the ICE to bring back a plane on which this one individual was being sent to El Salvador, and that of course failed, and now he has admitted that he does not have the power to do things like that. So they are also coming to earth with their what kind of power they have. So judges also are getting a reality check, an attitude adjustment, if you will. She was released on recognizance after a brief court appearance and is scheduled to appear again on the 15th of May. Now let's take a look at what happened after the aftermath, right? FBI Director Kash Patel announced the arrest in a post on X, formerly Twitter, which was later deleted and reposted. I think the first one was a little angry tweet, perhaps, I'm not sure. And then somebody cooler heads prevailed and said, look, don't say it this way, say it this way. So he reworded it and reposted it. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi described Dugan's actions as intentional obstruction that endangered public safety. After all, she sits above all these things. Dugan's attorney, Craig Mastantuono, said the arrest was unwarranted and not in the interest of public safety. What I don't like when people make these comments is they don't say the other part, what she actually did, that she had these people spirited away. Was that a right thing to do? See, this is what I don't like. Give the entire facts, right? Let the people decide. She could have also allowed ICE to make a spectacular show of an arrest in her courthouse and then pass strictures saying that, look, what you're doing is illegal. This is against the law. You shouldn't be doing this. That way, she would have got much better coverage in the press saying that, look, you are taking away the individual freedom of that person. The fact that she didn't do that makes one believe that perhaps there was something wrong. See, this is where, these are people who are supposed to be masters at what they are, interpreting, which is the US Constitution. They could have, used in a different way to say the same thing. That ICE was going to arrest him was certain. Why don't you do it in a more, dignified way? That's all I'm saying. Another judge, 𝗪𝗏𝗶𝘆 Cabrera, has criticized ICE's use of administrative warrants and raised concerns about the court appearing to facilitate federal immigration enforcement. Now, what are the broader implications of this? The case has heightened tensions between the judiciary and the immigration authorities. A former FBI director, McCabe, I'll give you the link for that also, has said that the Trump administration does want to try and tell judges to not exceed their brief. That's his interpretation. I'm not interpreting anything. That they are trying to exceed their brief and they should be apne awqat mein raho, be within their limits. The incident reflects ongoing disputes over the legitimacy and limits of the ICE enforcement in courthouse. This is part of a broader national debate regarding immigration policy. Let's take a simple situation. Are you supposed to enter a country illegally? Yes or no? No. Then, having entered, should you not be apprehended? Yes or no? And what is all this wastage of taxpayer money trying to shield all these people? Let the judges who are doing what they are doing answer these two simple questions. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications, and see you in Bengaluru on 2nd May. Namaskar.